What's up, y'all? So this is a get high with me. I've never done these before. I've never done this on my channel either, so I just want to do something different. Just chill with you guys, like how I'd usually chill with my friends or my boyfriend or whatever. So this is what, if you want to do this with me, you can do it with me. If you're not fucking with it, hey, to each his own, right? It's totally fine. But today I want to talk about, because for the longest, right, I'm proud of myself, let me just throw that out there right quick. But and I'm filming in my car, so this is my steering wheel, just so you know. But so like, this is my third time filming this video, right? And for I was like, what do I want to talk about? I know there was something that I wanted to talk about, like especially like in particular that was very important, and I was like, damn, there's something that I really should be talking about. Like, there's something that I really feel like people need to know. And we just need to have this conversation. Like, I'm gonna talk to y'all like you're sitting right here with me, like in my car with me, you feel me? So I'm gonna talk about like generational curses and how to break those generational curses, especially like in relationships. Like, this is like relationship centered. It does branch off into other things too, but like, I mean, it's mainly relationship centered. So let's hit this hell right quick, guys, and we'll get into this talk. Okay, guys. So, if you guys have watched my video, how I started my spiritual journey, then you will see like where I talk about Aquarius, the infamous Aquarius, right? So when I met Aquarius, that's when all this stuff started happening to me. That's when I started noticing a whole lot of shit. And my clairvoyance, my claircognizance, came to the forefront. First time, right? So it's just like, it was a very interesting experience. But anyways, so I want to talk about like, these relationships that we get into, and where the person, it's like we love them so much. The people can call them their twin flame, this, that, and the third. I don't really care about like those names or nothing like that. I care about the lessons that these people come and teach us, and like what it is, what lessons these are. I feel like I just transformed, bro, like, and I was not even thinking about it. But anyways, so these generational curses, right? This shit is, it really affects every part of your life. It affects your mental state, your physical state, your emotional state, your spiritual state. Your spirit, right, remembers who this person is, or this energy, I want to say, remembers this energy. And your spirit could have known this energy forever. You could have known this spirit forever. You could have known this energy. Your energy could have known this energy forever. But for some reason, it's like you've seen some of your family members go through this energy. They've gone through this energy. They've dealt with this energy. They've felt this energy multiple times for some. multiple times. And with my situation, I like to call it the cat and the curse, because I have I don't know deeply. I need to get like a reading or a past life, something done, but there's something about me and Bastet. We're like this. Or we could be just the same entity. I mean, I know that we're all one, but it's like that energy is constantly working with me. Like, I will see her at times of change for me. Like, I'd see her, like, I have cats. Cats are my companion. I feel like they're my, what's that word? I feel like they're part of my bloodline as well. I really do. But I call it the cat and the curse because of like the situation, because the situation that I went through, and because like while I was going through that situation, she came to me. I'm born under her, like, I'm supposedly born under her birth month, Bastet. And like my life path number is 9. Cats have 9 lives, they say. And I don't know, cats just always have had an affinity to me. They always come up to me like randomly. But anyways, and I had a dream that I had hugged Halle Berry. Catwoman. She played Catwoman. But anyways, right? So yeah, it's like these energies, like we've known these energies before. We're so drawn to them. We're so drawn to these energies. But these energies are to teach us lessons, like very valuable lessons, like hard lessons. Like, it's like Saturn put them in our life. Because you know how Saturn rules karma and time and all that. So I personally think this was like a Saturn, it's like Saturn lessons from Saturn. So I'm not really like an astrologer or anything like that. I feel things and I make connections, and I'm just intuitive like that. Like, if it makes sense to you, it makes sense to you. You know what I'm saying? But with me, I'm just gonna like give my story, like, of what happened with me. So it's like, I've seen in my family, on my mother's side, my feminine side, my feminine line, right? My matrilineal line. A lot of the women were either abused, physically abused. Almost all the women were physically abused. They were not in a healthy relationship, or like there was a separation of some sort. It's just some type of root chakra mess, you know what I'm saying? Instability. And I feel like there were a lot of women that were mentally unstable, that are mentally unstable. Like, they're unstable on every level, like mentally, not physically, like, but in the physical world, they are mentally, emotionally disabled. Some of my cousins are, but it's like the guys on my mom's side are like mentally impaired, and even like some of my cousins are on my mother's side are mentally impaired. And I feel like it's because of, it's like people it just goes so, how I see it is it goes back to honoring the universe and honoring where you came from. And it's like that line, that side, my feminine side, has been repressed, has been, you know, constricted and subdued and just taken advantage of. And then there are people like us, right? They call us the starseeds, the indigos, the crystal children. We come into this world like seeing all this shit, right? And then we feel really bad about that shit. And sometimes we act out on that shit, like upon seeing it, or like we completely shut that shit down. We shut down our senses and we just choose not to feel. You know what I'm saying? Or some of us just like, you know, we get angry. Some of us get angry. You know, like that's how anybody would be. Like that's normal emotion. Especially like if we don't know what the fuck is going on, like why are people acting like this? Like it could all be so simple, right? But it's like the adults make it harder than shit is supposed to be. But anyways, I really feel like I just went off on like something else. But like I was saying, like we see these things, right? Us indigos and crystals and, you know, us starseeds or whatever. So if we're not taught to deal with this shit, it's gonna happen to us until we break the cycle. So that's pretty much like part of the reason why we're here on Earth, is to break those chains that keep us tied down, that keep us restricted, that keep us coming back into this reality, into this world. What did we learn from our past mistakes? You know what I'm saying? That's what we have to ask ourselves. Like we have to ask the right questions. We can't ask why me. We gotta ask like what am I supposed to be learning from this? What was I supposed to learn from that? Like you know, it's just sorry. It's like I can feel all the questions and like all those angry feelings, because like I understand, like I've been through it myself. It's like, why me? Like why did I fucking have to go through that? Like why is shit harder on me? Da 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 da. But we have something else to do. Like we have a whole mission out here, and it's to be conscious and to, you know, nudge people a little bit in their consciousness. Let me take a hit of this right quick. But anyways, yeah, so there's this energy, right, that I feel like has always got you down, caught you. Speaking relationship, because like I said, this branches out into everything. But this one particular relationship, right, it drew you in like a magnet, just like a magnet. And when you tried to separate from that energy, it always drew you back. It seemed to always draw you back, and you couldn't understand why you kept going back to the same crazy ass situation when your ass knew that this shit was not healthy, but you thought just maybe, you know, maybe it would end, maybe they would change, maybe things will change. But as time went on, things stayed the same. Things didn't change. And then it's like, well, why am I hanging on to this person? And then that's when the whole awakening starts to happen, and you're just like, you know what? Fuck this. Like, if they don't love me, if they don't want me, I'll want me. I'll love myself. You start, learning self-love, self-care, just awakening to all types of different things, bettering yourself mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and just wanting to do that and understanding where people in the past have fucked up, realizing where it came from, where these like behaviors that you have come from, why you act like you do in relationships, and who in your family acts like that. Is it your mom? Is it your dad? Is it your aunt on your mom's side, or your uncle on your dad's side? Like, who acts like this? Who does this shit? Who have you seen gone through this type of situation, this type of relationship? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you gotta figure out who in your family, like, you match up to like that. Because it's like there's been an energy trying to teach that familial line, a valuable lesson, in order for them to no longer be lost or like living in poverty or living in lack anymore. Like, our natural state is abundance. That's our natural state. We're not supposed to be experiencing lack and fear and all those lower vibrational energies. Those are to teach us how to move past them. And it's hard, especially being in this flesh. Like, we're soft. Like, we're soft things. You feel me? We're soft out here. But we can toughen up. We can harden our spirits. We can make it stronger. Make our emotions stronger. Make our minds stronger. Because it's like there's always so much shit like coming at different areas, and it's like, okay, well, what should I believe? What should I go towards? And that's when you have to really sit down in silence and really listen to yourself. Just go into a meditative state and just like realize what is you, what isn't you, what you'll take and what you will not take, what you want in life. Because once you start like asking yourself those real questions and like doing those real things for yourself, then it's like you don't want nobody on that level ever again. It's like you understand what that person was to you, like what you have to do for you in order to never manifest that energy in your life again, like, and that is a manifestation. They are a manifestation of like all the fucked up shit, like all the sludge and the dirt, in your family line. And it's to clean it up. They help clean it up. They help clean out your karma. So honestly, whenever this person comes through and leaves your life and you're able to let go of this energy successfully, you need to thank them. You don't even need to say it to their face. You don't even have to say it through a text. You can just, with your spirit, because they'll feel it, just be like, thank you. Thank you for that lesson. Thank you for teaching me how to love myself. Thank you for teaching me to not take shit from anybody. Thank you for teaching me to be me. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I have for this. I don't know. Was that too short? Yeah, I don't know. You guys let me know, because I kind of like this. I like, smoking, just having higher levels of talking. You feel me? Higher levels of conversation. That's what I'm here for. That's what life is. That's part of what life should be about. But yeah, I love you guys, and I'll be putting out what you need to know for each sign soon, so keep an eye out for those. All right, I love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you later.